I'm not even joking. I've spent 2 hours trying to fix the mic and I'm so sorry if it's not perfect. But hi guys and welcome back. For all of those who don't know me yet, welcome. I'm Daisy and I hope you're having a lovely day. In the following weeks, I will make a series of videos to guide you into becoming a racer and champer. I hope these guides will help you. This video in specific will be focusing on the basics for racing. So starting off with the most important thing of all, in my opinion, the racing horses. Which horse is the best for racing? So as of mid-2023, the Jorvik Wild Horse has been the fastest due to its jump and boosting. There are, of course, racers who use other horses, which isn't a good or bad thing, it's just their choice. There are other horses that can be used other than the Jorvik Wild Horse, just in case you don't have one, but I advise against it. Other horses that you could use for racing, however, would be older generation horses, such as the ones on screen. So, small editor's note about these race horses that you can use if you don't have a Jorvik Wild Horse. As for the Morgan, I don't know too much about this horse, but I know a lot of people I know have raced with it. It's a decent race horse as far as I've heard. As for the Icelandic horse of Generation 2, it is the fastest Icelandic horse that you can use for the Tilt Icelandic Horse Race, and I believe there are still racers online who use this breed for other races. Its agility is good compared to the Jorvik Wild. It's better, but the jump is very slow, so that is why again the Jorvik Wild would be preferred. The English Thoroughbred, I know I said the older generations, but this horse feels like it's so old. But this horse is fast, but it's a very bad boosting horse. So it doesn't get the boosts the Jorvik Wild would, which again, preferred would be the Jorvik Wild. But if you do have an English Thoroughbred, you can try use this breed for races that don't include a lot of jumping. As for the Akaltik, it's a very good horse for races such as pole bending, where a lot of agility is required. The jump is again slow, a Jorvik Wild would be preferred, but it's an okay alternative to Jorvik Wild for certain races if you do happen to own this horse. The American Paint Generation 2, I believe, it's also a decent racehorse, though the speed doesn't compare to the Jorvik Wild. Its agility makes riding feel easier in my opinion. However, the jump is very low, so you tend to hit obstacles way more often. In my opinion, out of all the horses mentioned, this would be the best alternative to the Jorvik Wild Horse. Unfortunately, this breed cannot be bought anymore since SSO removed it, but since it's a good horse, I still wanted to mention it just in case you own it. The Morgan and Icelandic Generation 2 can be bought at Marley's farm near Silverglade. The English Thoroughbred can be bought at Silverglade Manor, and the Akaltik can be bought in New Hillcrest's old horse market. But I advise again to buy a Jorvik Wild Horse. I have never regretted it. Please note that throughout the years there have been many race horses like the Percherons, Pintabians, old generation horses like Fjords, Nixies, that were all the best in their time. Star Stable tends to fix race horses to become slower, as happened to almost all race horses mentioned. Therefore, it's unfortunately likely to continue happening to race horses in the future. Just wanted to give that little side note. When you end up first, daily, weekly, or monthly, you will receive rewards of Jorvik shillings for high score races. Day scores give you 300 Jorvik shillings per race, weekly scores give 1,000 per race, and monthly scores will give you 2,000 Jorvik shillings per race. It is a really rewarding thing to race, but it also takes a lot of time and effort. a lot of people on this platform talk about the importance of clothing and tag points. I feel like you don't need to worry much about the points given, since almost all the new stuff that has been released like over the past couple of months have had exactly the same points, though I will of course add pictures and these points for clarity. So for the clothing, you want your hat to have +4, 5 and 3, shirt +8, 4 and 1, gloves +4, 4 and 1, pants +5, 5 and 3, and lastly your boots +4 and 4. As for the tack, your bridle +3 and 3, saddle +1, 3 and 2, saddle pad +3 and 2, and irons +3, 3, 2 and 2. The higher your character level is, the faster you are. Though often there are misconceptions about this, I tend to hear from people that level 24 players cannot possibly be faster than level 25 players, which is false. Though it is true that level 25 is per definition faster than level 24, it all depends on the racer, their skills, on whether or not they are actually faster or not. Level does not guarantee a good score. All it does is give you a small benefit that could either help you or not. The speed of your character increases aligned with your character level, but stops increasing after level 25. Therefore, you will be at your fastest at level 25. Again, this does not mean you can't best others if you are a lower level, and it does not mean others can't best you at a lower level. SSO has also made the speed increase between levels smaller, I think a while ago, so that should help with that difference between levels as well. And lastly, I'll end this video with your horse level. After your horse's level has reached 13, their speed will no longer improve, nor will any other of their skills. Please make sure your horse is at least level 13 when high score racing or champing if you want to improve. The next video will be focusing on racing itself, and I think should be out soon. I hope you will enjoy the series. Please stay hydrated, happy holidays, and see you in the next one.